What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overborn. I'm going to be doing my review for the 1997 movie, She's So Lovely. So, in this movie, an errant man finds himself in a mental hospital while his unbalanced wife raises their daughter with another man who she also has 2 other kids with. And 10 years after he is committed into the hospital, he is released, and he sees no reason why he and his ex should not pick up where they left off, even though she's married and has kids. So, this is a pretty underrated movie. I will say that this movie goes out of the way to piss me off. Every time I watch this movie, I'm ranting throughout the whole movie, cussing at the screen, cussing at the characters, because they were such unlikable pieces of crap. And everything, like this has some of the worst characters in a movie, like lead characters, as far as them just being so unlikable, bad characters, and everything. That being said, I think it is a good movie. I think that this movie actually is kind of underrated, and it also does its job well. If it's trying to make you mad and everything, it does a good job at it. It makes me really mad. I don't know why this movie just gets me all triggered and ticked off when I watch it, but it does every time. Well, I know why it does. It's because what happens in it and stuff and everything. But I will say that like the first two acts of the movie is really good. It builds up this relationship between this couple, and you can see that they do like love each other really well and stuff. They're not very good with good people. They're pretty toxic people, but they're good with each other, I guess you could say. And everything, and their relationship is really well written. It's actually kind of realistic too. Like, I've seen people in relationships like this before, so I think it is a pretty realistic portrayal of a toxic relationship and stuff. And I will say that all the cast are great in this movie. Sean Penn is an actor that I never give credit. Like, every single movie I've seen him in, which has only been like maybe 3 or 4, he always is amazing in those movies. Like, he steals the show. He is a very, very good actor that I never give credit. In this movie, I can't stand his character in, but he does such a damn good job playing him. He is amazing in here. And Robin Wright, who at the time was Robin Wright Penn, because she was married to him, is amazing too. And since they were husband and wife in real life, they naturally have really great chemistry together and everything. And you kind of understand like why they would want to be together and stuff, because they have such good chemistry. And not in real life, but like in the movie, the characters and stuff, you can tell the characters really care about each other. That's about the only thing that they do care about. They don't care about anybody else but each other, which is very toxic and not very, very good. And then you got John Travolta, who is amazing in here as always. I think this is actually one of his most underrated performances, because he is really good as this man who knows he's about to lose everything and is trying so hard to keep it together and not go crazy himself because he's about to lose everything. And he does kind of go crazy a little bit at the end and everything, and he might have been out of line, but like Captain America says, he's out of line, but he's right. In this movie for sure. And the pacing is really good in this movie too. It flies by, like, and everything. Like, it don't really pick up for about 40 minutes and everything, but even then it's not slow or anything. Like it flies by. It's only 1 hour and 36 minutes and stuff, so it does fly by. And it has a pretty good supporting cast as well. You got Harry Dean Stanton in here, and the late James Gandolfini has a small role in here at the beginning of the movie, and he's really good. So it has a good cast and everything as well and stuff. As far as negatives go, the whole third act of this movie, that from the minute he gets released out of prison to the very end of the movie, I just get ticked off every time I watch it, because I'm going to go ahead and spoil the movie. It's been out for 26 years, so if you haven't seen it, I would recommend not watching the rest of the video and checking out the movie. But at the end of the movie, he gets out of prison and stuff, and John Travolta's character is like, their daughter needs to have her dad in her life, so he's going to take her to meet him and stuff. And she was like, well, if he comes around, I'm going to go with him and stuff. And that right there automatically just made me automatically hate the character, because she said she was pretty much going to leave him and everything, and it gets worse as the movie goes on and stuff. As it goes on, Travolta and Sean Penn's characters meet and stuff, and they have a heated argument. He makes it clear that they make it clear they don't like each other, but John Travolta's character, trying to do right by the kid, invites him over for dinner so that he can be in his kid's life. He's trying to do the right thing by the kid and stuff, and Sean Penn goes and he looks his daughter in the eye and says, "I'm not here for you. I didn't marry you. I'm here for your mother because I married her, and she's the only one I want in my life." And not only did that just set me off, I don't know why, that just really ticks me off when he said that to her and everything. And then and of course he takes his wife, and she just happily leaves him with him, leaving her kids behind. And John Travolta's character does go a little bit crazy for a few minutes at the end, taking his gun out, trying to shoot Sean Penn, and I was rooting for him the entire time. I was like, yes, shoot that motherfucker. But yeah, I had to wait a couple days to do this video because I was afraid I was going to go on a huge rant about the plot. But this movie ticks me off so much in the third act and everything. But at the same time, I think that that's what the filmmaker was going for. I think he was trying to go for a semi-realistic ending, because there are a lot of times when women are in toxic relationships and stuff, or they go back to that man. A lot of times when you're in toxic relationships, you don't want nothing else because that's all you know and everything. So it is a realistic ending. I just don't like the way it ended. That being said, I think this movie is really good. I think they did a great job at doing what he was trying to do with it, making you feel those uneasy nerves and stuff and everything. And I think the director did a damn good job on it and everything. And he's the guy that did The Notebook, so he has some good ways at manipulating your emotions in a movie. And this one, he sure brought out the anger in me and everything. Like I said, I was ranting and raving the entire time. And I don't usually cuss at characters in movies when I'm watching them and stuff like that, and calling them idiots and low lives and stuff like that. But this movie really gets me to do that. So, but yeah, so I really, all in all, I gotta say, this is a good enough movie. It's entertaining and stuff, but it's also not one of the most rewatchable movies, because I always go in rage mode when I watch it and everything. I just want to beat the crap out of Sean Penn and everything when I watch it and everything, because I can't stand his character in here, and I can't stand Robin Wright Penn's character either. She is a low-life scumbag too. They're both low-life scumbags, and like John Travolta said, they are both scum and they both deserve each other and everything. That's one of the most satisfying lines in the movie and everything, is like, you both deserve each other because y'all are both pieces of crap. But yeah, so this isn't the most rewatchable John Travolta movie, but it is one that I actually really enjoy and everything, because it is able to really get me in my feels and make me angry, and not very many movies do that, unless they're bad movies. Good movies rarely do that. So I gotta say that I'm giving it an extra half a point, so I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10, just because of the fact that this movie really knows how to get on my nerves and stuff, and they did a good job with that. I know it sounds really kind of weird, it doesn't make sense, but I like that they were able to get a reaction out of me and stuff, and the movie made me feel the emotions that I think that the director was trying to make me feel, so I gotta give it to him for that and everything, because this movie, every time I watch it, it gets me all riled up. My best friend is always cracking up because I go on long rants about this movie, and every now and then I'll just randomly rant about the movie if it pops up in my head or I'm thinking about it, and every time I see Robin Wright Penn, I say first she screwed over Forrest Gump, and then she screwed over John Travolta, and go on big rants about that too and stuff. But this movie is, like I said, it's a good movie, but it's not a very easy watch, because I just get too worked up over it. But if you haven't seen it, I definitely would say it is worth checking out and stuff. But if you are sensitive to the subject matter that is in this movie, and other, like, there's a lot of bad things that happen in the beginning of the movie that if you're a victim of abuse or anything like that, then I would highly recommend not watching it, because it is going to be triggering on that as well and stuff. It wasn't necessarily for me, because I'd never been in the situation that some of the characters went through, but it does have some pretty bad moments at the beginning and everything. So, but anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of She's So Lovely, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.